behind you, extend it out so your head can go in. And then your heels will kick in the front and extend your legs forward. Its legs are completely in, head is in. You just get to lay back. Take a good deep breath. Nice inhale. Exhale. Just feel yourself being held for a moment. So healthy. It touches all those acupressure points on the back. And I have an intention I do with it each class. So the intention today is nice and simple. This is the season of giving. And so often our focus is external right now. Give, give, give. More, more, more. But today our class is internal giving. So giving ourselves a gift. Like our own little present we get to open up for ourselves. Just this little gift of self-care, getting to stretch, getting to move, getting to have fun. And that's our simple intention. It's as easy as that. Sometimes we need to give ourselves that gift, especially perhaps as mothers, we tend to give so much of ourselves. So with that to lead us on, let's take some initial stretches. Our arms extend all the way to the back wall. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, lean your arms and shoulders over to the right, like a huge banana shape, side body stretch. Next inhale, extend back out long. Exhale, lean to the left. Take a few of those, just long side body stretch to each direction. Feel healthy and helpful to open up the muscles around the ribs. That helps our breath be able to go deeper. One more to each side. Beautiful. And back to long body. The right knee comes into the chest and then hug your arms around that right knee. It's a nice hip flexor stretch, but also I like to take a chance to roll the foot and the ankle out. So trace your big toe in big circles. Loosen up some of the tightness around the ankle. And make sure you take at least a few circles to each direction. This right leg starts to reach up to sky. We're moving into a hamstring stretch. So grab onto the back of the leg wherever you can reach, the calf, the ankle, the foot. Try to extend the heel as high as possible. One more inhale. Exhale, we're moving into a hip stretch. So hook your right heel on the back left end of the fabric. You can peek at me if that's confusing at all, but it's like the end that's by where your face is. Yes. Right heel hooks to back left, good. And then slide your shin in a little bit closer to the chest until you feel that right stretch. Like a pigeon pose, but we flipped ourselves on our backs. One more good breath all the way in, out. To release this right leg all the way down, and then left knee comes into the chest, give it a good hug. Some ankle rolls can be nice. Remember to switch direction of the foot. moving up to hamstring, extend the leg up to sky, grab on where you can reach. And extend the heel even higher if possible. And hook the heel to back right. Slide the shin in if it feels like it needs to go a little deeper. One more huge breath goes in, out. And start to release this leg and drop the heel all the way down. Good. Grab onto the fabric. Sit just the upper body up and reach the fingers toward the toes. And stretch for the backside of the legs. It feels nice to roll the neck tension out. You can roll the head just a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left. Okay, so now as we sit back up, kick the feet free out the front. Arms come out the back end. And we're going to try out our first inversion. We'll do a couple of inversions today. So that's when we flip upside down. So this one's just a nice one. It gives our spine a chance to really lengthen out. So that good decompression. So that's what we're trying to go for here. We're not going to go too long because it takes a little while for beginners for the head to get used to being upside down like that. So just a little while. But slide your thumbs into the back end. And then your goal is to try to get the fabric right about where the pant line is. So not too high, not too low. That usually is about where it's comfortable, right about the backside of the hip bones. So now lean back onto that so it's stuck and it doesn't slide up higher. And then as you're leaning halfway back, the hands can grip back up. You got it. Okay. So now from this halfway point, all we have to do is extend the legs wide like a figure V. It's okay. It's okay. It'll stop swinging as quick. So yeah. So legs wide. Continue to slide the hands down so you can tilt, and then just wrap the legs all the way around. Yeah, that's okay. Take a moment. Okay. So wide legs. It takes a little while for the body to get used to how to get it to stay. Yeah. And it's okay if it's a little higher. Yeah. Okay. So wide legs. Slide the hands down so you can tilt. And then legs wrap around each side of the fabric. Yep. Yeah. That's it. And as soon as the ankles are up like that, you're welcome to release the hand, and that can help you stop that swinging. And try to let the arms be relaxed so the spine can just stay. Your own personal photographer. If you get any of those signs of a head rush, come back up before that you get to that point. So otherwise, maybe go just a little bit longer, maybe a couple of good deep breaths. Good. And get up. Yeah. So grab the fabric by your inner thighs. Yeah, each hand. That's okay. Yeah, inner thighs. That's it. And then the other.
And then as soon as you have that grip, you're welcome to start releasing the legs. Good. Hook your elbows and just lean forward. Floating child. Yeah, kind of fun. So we make sure after each time we go upside down, we give our head lots of time to be back upright. So just breathe, good deep cycles. Maybe roll the head left and right again, get some of the neck tension out. Eventually, that's part of what becomes addictive to aerial yoga is just that chance for the spine to hang like that. It just feels so nice. Yeah. Okay, and start to sit the spine up a little bit taller, and let's move into a different neck stretch. So clasp hands behind the back, scoot the hands to the right hip, and then drop the right ear to the right shoulder. So the stretch of the neck, left neck shoulder area. Okay, head rises. Hands shift to the left hip, and then left ear drops to left shoulder. Okay, head rises back up, release the hands. We're going to take a twist to the front door side. So bunch up the fabric to front door. Now your right arm stretches to the back wall. It can either stay like that for the twist, or you can circle that hand around the back side of the head on the fabric. Just let the spine have a nice huge twist. Yeah. Okay, start to release. And then we'll bunch it up to the other side. So bunch up fabric to back door. And the left arm stretches to the back wall or circles around it. Okay, from here, keep on bunching the fabric to this side with both hands this time. Lock the arms out, and this gives your hip a little bit of space. So swing that leg up and over so we can straddle to this back door side. It's common for first timers to, it takes a little while, so no worries. You're flexible. Yeah, if you try to really push your arms into the fabric like how we had it bunched up before, that's what usually gives it more space to go. You got it. You got it. You made it. We'll end up with both heels in. So go ahead and keep that one leg in, and then both heels come inside. Send the legs out. You got it. Okay, so with both legs in, use the arms to press outward. This gives the inner thighs a stretch. Try to straighten the spine as much as possible. Slide your right hand on your right leg, left hand reaches up to the sky, lean over. And rise up. Other side, slide down left, and then right arm is up and over.
Okay, right. Get the fabric back down to the knees. So your leg that's closer to the mirror, take that ankle up. I'm doing the opposite. Near the mirror. Yeah, take that ankle up. And then this takes us into a hip stretch. So if this is really intense for the hip, you lock the arms out to make it easier. If you want to make it deeper, hug it in, even kind of lean forward into it. So choose the intensity for the hip that works for you. Okay, now scoot the arch of the foot onto the fabric. And start to slide the arch up. Take it to the extent that your hamstring can handle the stretch for today. So again, arms locked out makes it a bit easier. Okay, start to drop that ankle down. Second ankle up. This is the hip stretch, so again, either push into it or hug it, pull it in, just depending on how deep you want it to go. And bunching up the fabric, arch slides in, arch of the foot, and then we slide that leg up as much as it'll go. Okay, this time when we release the foot, release it to the mirror side, so we're already facing forward. You want to shift your hips, kind of left, right, left, right, left, right, until you're facing back forward. Awesome. And we're going to do one more thing before we head on to some standing positions. So this one's another inversion. This one's a really fun one. So this one's called vampire pose. It's like a shoulder stand. The fabric is holding our shoulders and then the rest of us is upside down. So I'll show you once how to get into it and then I'll walk you through it again so you can get into it. So the idea is the fabric is completely on your shoulders, but you don't want too much bunched up at the neck. Otherwise it kind of pushes into your neck uncomfortably. So just one thin layer. And then I use my elbows to try to scoot all the excess into my waist because I'm going to need to scoot all that excess fabric all the way down to my feet. So once I lay back, I need to step my feet in, lift the hips up, and then extend back out. And that's how I scoot all the extra fabric down. So once I'm here, I reach my hands up, just bunch up the backside of the fabric. The feet lift up and you place them just simply right above where the hands are. So they push into the fabric. And by pushing, you're able to lift us. Okay? Okay, so find the fabric behind you. Like a cape over the shoulders, but just one layer. And then your elbows slide all the excess into your waist as you lay back. Good. Once you're laying back, step your feet in, close to your glutes. Like a bridge pose, lift up the hips and then extend the legs forward. Yep, sometimes you have to do it a couple of times to get all the fabric scooted down. Awesome. You just peek how it's looking. And you're almost there. You want to completely concentrate left and right. Like the feet up. Just come to this inner spot. Right over the hands are. Push into that. Put the fabric in there. You don't wrap around it. Push. Yeah. And just turn the toes this way to get locked. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Kind of fun, and four too.
Like that.
This one I really like because it helps to relieve some of that shoulder tension. Like our whole body weight is helping to massage the shoulders.
Yeah, it feels like an adjustment almost.
Definitely.
Traction.
I feel it in like my glutes.
Ah. Yeah. Just like before, don't stay to the point where you're uncomfortable, just get to the point where you're happy. That was a nice inversion, so it's going to be different for everybody. If you are out, you're welcome to start sitting up and doing the floating child again. Give your head some time, maybe just staying flat for a moment. And then you'll kind of let me know that you're doing okay by eventually sitting up, but no rush. It takes a little while for the body to flip back into this orientation, so I don't want you to rush out ever. Just literally stay as long as you need for your body to say, okay, thumbs up, we've got all our check marks, we're good. So only when you reach that happy, good spot, we're going to come to standing. So you'll bunch up the fabric and just exit out. Sometimes after having several poses inside, it's nice to get grounded again. Just feet on the earth, feel your energy connecting down. Yeah, have fabric in front of you. Grab on a little bit wider than shoulders and just start to lean forward. Yeah, stretching those legs out. So sometimes it feels nice to start to kind of sway the hips a little bit. It's almost like that gets into IT band and some of that outer hip stuff. And then sometimes I like to start to sway even more. Just watch out for each other so you're not bumping too much, but to start to sway all the way to one door, all the way to the other. Then make each sway a little bit smaller each time. Until eventually we're back facing forward, but that can be several sways from now. Whenever you're back forward, and know that it's okay to have slight bend of the knees, but whenever we're back forward, try to lengthen the spine even more. Point the sitting bones to the back wall, flatten the spine. And deep bend to the knees, start to roll the spine all the way up. Nice. So we're standing on left foot and right thigh comes inside. Make sure you're standing just slightly behind where the plumb line is, so like an inch behind it, not too far. And then we don't want to do like a death grip. So you can curl your fingers as long as they keep it light, or you can make sure that you're not doing that death grip by just making flat hands. So either way, start to sink the hips forward. So depending on your tight areas, this can stretch either front of the left hip or that left calf. Just relax into those tight spots. And we'll transition directly to warrior two. So both hands come on the left side. Left heel and toes start to rotate to the left. And then start to open up the arms. Awesome. Good. You're doing really good about stacking your spine up. It's easy to kind of lean forward in the sun, but stack instead. This can be intense on the thigh, so if you ever need to spread out surface area, that's okay. Allowed. Yeah. Now weight comes back over the center. Slide the fabric down to the ankle. Grab onto that left half again. Left hand goes up, right hand goes down. Opens up the chest. Good. And your choice if you want to sink more weight to the mirror, but you don't have to. This can be just enough as is, just depending on how tight you are to be. Okay. Weight comes back over the standing leg. Put one hand on each side. And then turn your standing toes forward. So this is a hamstring stretch. You've got two options. The easier option is just slide the hands down. The heart gets a bit closer to the thigh. The harder option is more like a split. So that would be hands up and then you sink weight forward. So you're welcome to play with either and then choose whichever one feels better right now. Okay, come right back up to neutral standing. We're going to switch legs. So the easy way to switch, just step the leg that's in out and then step the other leg in. The kind of fun swinging way to switch is you grip up high, you lock the leg in straight, and then you step the second foot in, the first foot out. You got it. Yeah. It's okay. Worst thing that happens is you slide through usually. Like as soon as people get nervous, rather than locking it straight, they bend it and then it's a swing. So worst case, it's not even bad. It's just a swing. Good. But yeah, ankle. Okay. Oh, sorry. We're starting at thigh. We're going to ankle later. So thigh first. Okay. Flat hands or soft grip and then sink your weight forward. Yeah, and here you can start to notice the differences between one leg and the other. More deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Both hands grab to right, and then you turn your toes to the right. Warrior two, the arms open up. Sink your weight as far forward as you like and spread out the surface area if you need to on your thigh. Yeah, that hamstring area gets used to the pressure massage eventually, but when it's not used to it, it's pretty intense. Okay, both hands grab the fabric, come back over standing leg. And slip down to the ankle. Okay, so just on the right side, right hand goes up, left hand goes down. Yep, that's it. Yeah, there you go. That'll open up your chest. Good. Yeah, I think you got it. Okay, so your choice if this is enough stretch or if you want to continue to sink your weight closer to here. Okay, weight comes back. One hand on each side, face forward. And then choose the hamstring stretch that works today. So maybe heart comes closer to thigh, or maybe hands slide up to do the split. Torso raises up. We're gonna switch back to the first ankle. So again, you can either step this one out, step the other one in, or try that swinging switch again. So lock the leg straight, and then right foot in, left foot out. See, that's okay. That's all that happened. Worst case is the swing. Totally fine. Yeah, right ankle in. Yep. That's okay. So then just to know for future, that's the leg locking straight is what prevents that. Then the moment it bends, it starts to slide into that. Yeah. Okay. So this one's again for this hamstring. So maybe you're ready for the split this time. Hands up, think forward, or maybe you just want to do the same one again. So just a couple of breaths for this side. Good. Weight comes back. Hands on the left. Toes start to turn to the left. Okay, we're going to do the same as before, just reviewing. So left hand up, right hand down. And then sink your weight forward if that feels good. Okay, weight back over standing leg. We're going to do one more 90-degree turn to the back wall. So keep the right hand on. You'll start to turn the knee all the way down, pivot all the way to face the back wall, and then readjust the grip on each side. So you're gripping over each shoulder. I like to do a thumbs down grip, so that way it's not twisting the wrist. Good. So free out your armpits. That's it. And then sometimes I'll hop back just a little bit so it feels like it's not pulling me off balance. Good. Okay, so we're going to do dancer's pose. So slide the hands a little closer to the shoulders. Point the elbows to the back wall to engage the shoulders. And then you'll start to lean forward. And then the next step is just kick the foot into the fabric. That's what creates the back bend lift. Good. Rise back up. Now just a quad stretch. Rest the fabric on each side of the back side of shoulders. And then just lean back. And leaning into the fabric, and with that right knee coming down, you'll feel the quad. Okay, come back up to stand. Find your balance. We're going to try to release the hands and then drop the hands to the floor. And the left knee. We're going to end up kneeling down. So hands and then left knee. Good. Okay, we'll do a little bit of core movement. So option one is the easy option. With that option, you can keep your toes on the ground and just work on lifting the knee up and down off the ground and on the ground. Good. Option two is quite a bit harder. You step the left foot into the fabric and hold it up tight. Good. So if you choose that one, you get to choose how long you're there before you drop the left knee back down. Good, good. But yeah, that's okay. Once you're there, you can get it. Sometimes, yep, you got it. Sometimes I'll like find the heel and then just slide it in. Good. Good breathing. You're doing awesome. Oh, so proud of you. Good. So now pigeon pose. Swivel the left toes in closer to the shoulder, and then just lower down to the elbows. Yeah, you'll feel how this is different than normal pigeon because the leg's lifted. If you let the knee bend, it turns it into more of a quad stretch. Let the leg straighten, it's much more of a hip flexor stretch. So you can adjust based on what your body needs at the moment. Except plant the hands, lower the knee to the floor. Sometimes it's nice to just take a couple of cat cows just to release the tightness after that one. Good. Staying on your knees, face forward. And here I'll introduce our wrist lock. So dive both hands in, facing forward, like a prayer position. And then turn your thumbs down. Scoop toward your body, under to flip up. Then separate about as wide as your shoulders before you grip onto each side. Good. So we're going to do this again on the other side with a strengthening movement, but for now, we'll just do a nice puppy pose. So keep your hips over your knees, and the rest of your body comes forward, trying to arch down. Straight arms is really intense. Bent elbows makes it less intense. So you choose what feels good for your shoulders. Let the belly droop down. Let it. Oh yeah, let this be a nice tuck then. Okay, start to set the hips to the heels and then purposely round the spine the other way, like toward the back wall. Good. Keeping the grip for just a little while longer. Release the spine. Plant the feet. And then you're going to take a back bend. So the elbows can be bent. Try to lift up. Good. And then when you release the head up, you can walk backwards to come out of it. Good. All you have to do to release the wrist is just do a circle to flip it out. Good. Okay, so second side. So we've got left ankle in. This is the split. So if you want to go straight for hands up high, sink forward, great. If you want to go back to the leaning forward version, that's fine. That's okay. Take a moment. Try to scoot a little closer to plumb line. That'll maybe feel a little bit more balanced. It's okay. So stretching through the legs. Okay, weight comes back. Both hands on the right. Turn the standing toes to the right. Slide the right hand up, left hand down. Okay, either stay here or continue to sink your weight further forward. And come back upright. Keep your left hand for that little safety as we turn to the back wall, bend the knee down. Good. Regrip over each shoulder and hop back. Have a nice thumbs down grip so it's comfortable for the wrist. Awesome. Grip over each shoulder, point the elbows to the back wall. Lean forward, then kick the foot into the fabric for dancer's pose. And rise. Good work. Rest it on the back side of each shoulder. Just lean back into the fabric until you're in the left quad stretch. And the thighs. Okay, standing back up. Find your balance as you release your hands to drop them to the floor. Lower to the right knee. Awesome. Okay, so I'll add one more option for the core thing if you want to take it. So either just try and come into the plank with that right foot is fine, or if you make it to plank, you can also bend the knees in, straighten back out, and you choose how many reps you take. Sometimes just getting the foot in is hard, so if you just need to lift the right knee off the ground and slowly lower, that's also fine. No matter what you're doing, it's helping to engage that core strength by moving slowly. Oh, yeah, you're like, okay, so yep, keep going as long as you like. Whenever you're ready, it'll be the right leg pigeon pose. Both level and lower the elbows.
Okay, come up to hands. Softly lower left knee down. Face forward, this time sitting. Okay, so we'll have the feet planted in front of us. We're going to create that same wrist lock. So prayer position drops forward. Thumbs turn down. Flip under and up. And then separate about as wide as shoulders before you grip on. Awesome. So from this position, we're going to do 2 rounds of 5 pull-ups. Our feet can just stay on the floor to make it easy. So inhale to prep. Exhale, try to lift up if you can. 5 and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Rest for a second. Wiggle your fingers. We're just going to do 1 more round. Just do the best that you can. Remember that the exhale when we go up helps a lot. So inhale, prep. And 5, 4, just the best you can. 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Flip the wrists out and just rest forward. Good work. Like we got to build up arm strength somehow, and that's such a nice way because it takes a lot of our body weight out because we can have the feet on. Just breathe for a moment. Slide back upright to sit. Grab as high as you can. And we'll do a back bend to come up again. So plant the feet. You'll lift the hips up, a nice bow pose. Whenever you're ready to come up from there, arm strength to pull you up. Or walk backwards. Yep, that works too. Good. So let's do a couple of final things that help to decompress our spine one more time. So get the fabric behind your back. You're going to place the fabric under the shoulder blades or even almost into the waist if you like. So the idea is then it won't cut off our blood supply in our armpits. So come back to take all the slack out and then keeping your weight in the fabric this time, walk back forward like a chair. And this is where if it ever feels like it's cutting off your blood supply in your arms, readjust where the fabric falls. So now from here, release the core so your hips are just hanging. This is where it's so nice to decompress in a different way. The hands can be on or off, whatever feels good. And I'll give you some options here. If you're right here and you're just like, oh my goodness, this is getting my spine just right, then just stay. Otherwise, I'll give you a couple of options that you're welcome to play with. So a twist, both knees fall to front door or back door. Ooh, yeah. And then you can untwist and then retwist the other direction. Good. Yep, hanging is nice. Another option, figure 4, right ankle to left thigh. And then again, release the hips a little bit down. And if you're taking that one, switch sides. And planting the feet, straighten the legs back, and then bend the knees to the side to circle forward. And feel how that works through that full rotation of the hips. Next time you're back, stay. And then heel toe the feet out to each side. If you need to readjust, that's fine, but we're going to try to drop the hands to inner thighs, helping to stretch the inner thighs open. Straighten the right leg. It's okay, just pick a side. Oh, the socks, yeah. That's okay, and then switch. Yeah, you can even point that. Straighten back, start to walk yourself back. Free out the arms. And we're gonna take ourselves all the way back into our Shavasana. So come back up to the top. Wave the fabric out just like we did at the very beginning of class. And facing forward. Mirror side forward, yeah. Hook your thumbs, grab about half the fabric. Come back under the metal pieces. Rise up to tippy toes. Start to scoot it under glutes. And sit back inside. Good. And come all the way back to Shavasana. And by the way, if ever you feel like this point, just any amount of rocking is bad for you, you can always just come out and lay on the floor instead for Shavasana. So sometimes we just need grounding by this point. But get the fabric behind you back so you can lay your head in. And then kick your feet into the fabric in front of you. Extend your legs forward. If you ever want to rock more or less, I can help out with that. So any changes to how much you're rocking right now? Like it? You're good. What you please do a little less. You got it. Okay. We have these last few minutes just to let the body relax. To do is breathe. This is the little gift to ourselves, this chance to kind of be in the peace of our own mind without craziness going on around us. All you have to do is just breathe in and breathe out. Begin to deepen the inhales, the exhales. Introduce little movement back to the body, little wiggles to the fingers and the toes, ankles and wrists. Stretching out in ways that feel good. Sometimes I'll take a fetal position from this position. So you keep the body long, but you roll one hip on top of the other hip. So kind of rolling to the side. And then from that position, you can curl into a tight little ball. And then arch the spine back. Kind of wakes up the body, just waking up the spine, curling in, arch back. I'll usually do a good 3 or 4 of those to one direction. Then eventually I'll flip my hips, so I'm on the other side, and then do 3 or 4 to that side as well. Whenever that feels really good, start to return your hips to even, kick your feet out the front, grab the fabric to sit at. We'll put hands in front of the heart, wrapping up right where we began with our intention. This idea that it's so important to give ourselves a little gift here and there. The gift of self-love, self-compassion, self-care. So here, with this beautiful gift we gave ourselves today, just by attending, having fun, getting to smile together, we're able to travel back into the world, able to give of ourselves a little bit more freely and happily. So with this to lead us on, let's wrap up the time we shared together with the sound of Om. Deep inhale now. May we be filled with light, happiness, and peace. Namaste.